Guys, I haven't been nervous to film a video in a long time, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for this one.
If you need a hand, I am here for you.
Hi loves, welcome back for another video, or welcome if you're new here. Today I am stepping a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I did a little survey with you guys recently on Instagram and kind of just wanted to get a sense of the kinds of content that you tend to gravitate towards and things that you want to see more of from me. And I got a lot of responses that were kind of like makeup and beauty related, like you guys wanted to see videos like that from me more. So I definitely don't consider myself to be an expert when it comes to makeup. I think there are a lot of people out there on YouTube who are much more talented than I am, but hopefully I can be a little relatable that way for you guys. And so I was kind of just doing a little research and trying to figure out the direction that I wanted to go with a more makeup focused video, because I haven't done one that's makeup focused besides like a get ready with me in a really long time. I stumbled across this little kind of challenge of basically recreating one of your early makeup tutorials, and these videos are hysterical. I highly recommend that you guys go and just kind of search like following or recreating my first makeup tutorial on YouTube, because there are a lot of really great videos out there, and it just goes to show how much growth can happen through like a YouTube channel and really just like a couple of years of someone's life. So anyway, without getting on too much of a tangent, I will go ahead and just get into it. So my very first makeup tutorial was posted in December of 2010, December 19th to be exact, so pretty close to Christmas. And I started my channel back in September of 2010. So this was only a couple of months after I started YouTube. I definitely didn't know what I was doing, but it definitely was something that I was so excited to like try and do something different. And I haven't watched back this video. I can't necessarily say ever. I'm sure that there's been like some point that I've watched it, but I honestly cannot remember the last time that I've watched this. And just looking at the thumbnail, I'm already a little afraid because it's like right here. Like this is all that you see is just like my eyes and my nose, and it's like very up close and personal. So this is gonna be a wild ride, guys. So really quickly, just to delay hitting play a few seconds longer, I'm going to just kind of pull the front of my hair back so I have, you know, my face ready for whatever lack of makeup application we're about to do, because I definitely, when I started posting makeup videos on YouTube, did not know what I was doing. So now go ahead and get the video playing. Oh God. Hi everyone. So before we even, can we just take a second for that intro, like that slow pan of this picture? And like, I think that's the intro from one of the Glee Christmas like holiday album songs, because I used to be super obsessed with the show Glee. So anyway, that was a special moment, but we'll keep going now. So I recorded my first makeup tutorial today, and I'm pretty excited to share it with you guys. So hopefully you guys will like it. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of a smoky eye with some silvers and a nice shimmery black, and it's just kind of a simple look for a holiday party or whatever else you want to do. So I just want to take a moment for like how incredibly awkward. Like I'm talking to the camera like so quiet, and my voice is really high because I was probably really nervous. So I really haven't gone back and watched like this early of videos in a while. This is really a gem. So I was ready to share my makeup expertise with you guys. Also that like Hello Kitty bathrobe in the background, just classic, honestly. Anyway, if you guys want to see how I did this look, go ahead and keep watching. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is prime your eyes. Okay, I promise I'll like stop pausing constantly in a second, but like I still am not over this angle. Like it's just so up close and personal. Oof. And also my eyebrows, like yikes, so thin. Anyway, here we go. Unfortunately I don't actually have a eye primer with me, so my eyeshadow is probably gonna crease later today, but that's my fault, so yeah. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show you the first color that we're gonna be using for this look. We're gonna go in on the lid with this nice silver color right here. Okay, so we're gonna actually start following. I don't unfortunately have this palette that I used 8 years ago. It'd be kind of gross if I did. But I do have the Coastal Scents 88 Shimmer palette, which I also feel like is a throwback to that time in my life and really just like OG beauty YouTube. So we'll go ahead and use this and try to match it as closely as we can. So I think the shadows are like everywhere in this palette. I'm just gonna kind of put the ones that have fallen out back real quick. That is like a super light silver color, so I think I'll go ahead and just use this one right here. So hopefully you can see that because these are a little small, but you get the idea. And now let's see how we're going to apply that color.
And you want to use a flat shader brush like this one.
Okay.
Mine is from Ego Tools.
I actually still have that exact brush.
And you want to just take that color on your shader brush, tap off the excess, and pack it onto your lid. Starting in the inner corner. And working your way out.
I like how I started with packing and then just started like swiping it all over the place. Ugh, it looks like there was a lot of fallout with that. It must have been like a cheap eyeshadow palette. I honestly don't remember anything about it, but
until you
that's how you
get
get
to the
started.
outer edge. And once you get done with that,
Okay, so we'll start with that. Simple enough. Just covering the lid with that light silver color and not using primer because who uses primer? Apparently I'd forgotten it that day. So right off the bat, this is probably more pigmented than the eyeshadow that I used in this video, but this is the closest thing that I have. So we'll just roll with it, and I'm kind of just trying to stay true to the like swiping, somewhat patting motion that I did. Alright, so that's what we're working with so far. I'm also fairly certain I'm not wearing any face makeup in this video, so we'll see how things unfold.
you want to go ahead and go in with your second color.
Ooh.
And for this color, we're going to be using a nice shimmery black. And to apply that black color, we're going to be using a crease brush, like this one. It's also from Ego Tools.
Also from Eagle Tools, okay.
So you're going to want to go ahead and just pick up some of this color, tap off the excess, and just sweep it into your crease with the crease brush.
I'm not ready for this. Oh, no. Guys, that's awful.
Don't worry if it gets a little messy because we're going to blend it out right after this.
Oh, we're gonna blend, okay, good. At least we're gonna blend, God.
And then go ahead and pull it down a little bit so that the black color is on about the second half of your eyelid. And next you're going to want to go
so let's stop and go ahead and do that. Good lord, I like attacked my eye. I think I still also have like all of the Ego Tools brushes, but I'm not sure where half of them are, so that crease one that I just used is probably needing to be washed somewhere, so we'll just use like a crease brush. I don't really think it matters. I'll just use this little one from Sigma. And the shimmery black color that I'm gonna use is this one right up here, also from the Coastal Scents 88 Shimmer palette. And following what I said, I'm just going to pack some on this brush here and kind of just a little more gently than I did in that video, apply this into my crease. God, I cannot believe I just like used the lightest silver possible and then went straight into just using black eyeshadow. This looks about as awful as it does in the video, so I feel like I'm doing a good job of following this tutorial. Thank you, Past Me, for this incredible makeup look. This is what we're working with so far. Just the best eyeshadow look that I've ever worn. This is like a sad smoky eye. Not even. Okay, anyway, moving on.
go in with a big fluffy blending brush like this one And this is also from Eco Tools.
Everything was from
Most
Eco
of the
Tools.
brushes that I'm using today are.
I'm pretty sure those were the only brushes that I owned at that time, so I was like really excited to have brushes. Before then, I think I just used my fingers or like those cute little sponges that come with eyeshadow when you buy them at the drugstore. Good times.
And you just want to take this brush and blend out that darker color.
That is not how you blend eyeshadow, sweetie.
Okay, next we're going to be going in with the highlight.
So I feel like I already, because now I know how to apply eyeshadow, at least better than I did then. It's already kind of blended, but I will go ahead and just use this little fluffy blending brush from Sigma and just kind of, you know, clean up the edges a little bit.
Carry on, baby, you should know I got you.
Going in with the highlight color, we're going to be using this shimmery white. And to apply that white, we'll be using this highlight brush, also from Eco Tools. And you just want to take a little bit of that color on the brush, tap off the excess, and sweep it right underneath your brow bone.
At least I highlighted.
Now, most people like to blend it in with the brush, but I actually prefer to use my finger.
Oh, okay.
You can do it either
Ooh,
way, it doesn't really
that's
matter.
So aggressive. I'm pretty sure I just wiped all of that off with my chipped nail. Amazing. Oof.
And now I'm actually
Okay,
gonna go.
so now we're applying a highlight. I feel like the closest color that I have to that, I'm trying to think if I have anything like whiter than the one in the Coastal Scents palette, because this one's kind of pinky. I just checked some of my other eyeshadow palettes and I do think that the closest color I have is also in this palette. So again, being pretty true to my teenage self, because I used the crap out of this palette and wore way too many colors that I didn't need. So to apply that, I'm just actually going to go ahead and use that little Eco Tools brush again. I actually still use this to highlight most of the time, and I think between these two colors, the one that is kind of closer is this one here at the top. It's like got a little bit of a pinky tone to it, but it's still like a pretty white shimmer. So I feel like it'll do. So we just apply it to the brow bone.
Baby, you should know I got you.
Wow, this is a look. And I guess staying true to the tutorial, we'll go ahead and just kind of blend it a little. I'm not gonna be aggressive because I want to leave it on instead of wiping it all off. I don't think this does anything, which is probably why I didn't even remember that I did that, because I think it just takes it off. Like now I have shimmer all over my finger, so very helpful.
And now I'm actually going to go in with that same first silver color that we used again, because I feel like once I put the black on the crease, it kind of faded out a little bit. So I'm just taking the same flat shader brush and that same first silver color, and just packing it into the first half of my lid again. And last but not least, we're gonna...
Alright, so now we're doing silver again. Just gonna use that same color, same little brush. I think my roommate just got home, so if you hear her and Ken talking, well, I shouldn't say her. Hi, Michelle, you might be watching this, so shout out to you. You can hear yourself in the background. So anyway, I will go ahead and do that step now, just taking that same silver color and we're reapplying to the inner lid. Also, I don't think past me put it together, but the reason that that color wasn't showing up is because, hey, you have to use primer and maybe even like a base before you apply eyeshadow. That usually helps.
Last but not least, we're going to go in with that same shimmery white color that we used for our highlight, and we're going to put it in the inner corner.
Honestly impressed that I highlighted. But YouTube taught me, so.
And just blend it out.
And we'll blend in with a finger again. And applying more because we're taking it off with our
Okay,
fingers.
and now you-
Okay. It's fine. So now we're going to out of order highlight because that makes so much sense. Because I'm regretting doing this because it's just so painful to watch back. But it's fine, we're fine. So, alright, the inner corners have been highlighted. And we'll just go ahead and blend it out with our finger, because that's apparently so much better than a brush.
Now you can just go in with your favorite mascara. I'm just going to be using one by CoverGirl. And just apply it to your lashes.
Oh, I like how I muted the audio, but there's no music. Great. So I have no idea what mascara that is because I didn't even say, and I doubt it's in the description because I was not to that point of my YouTube career yet. Ooh, look, we're brushing out. That's fancy.
And there's the...
Okay. Oh, apparently that's all. We're just gonna... Yep, okay, so mascara. Let me double check. Yeah, no, there's no makeup products listed in the description, so. All right, apparently we're done with eyeshadow. So I'm gonna close that palette. This has been thrilling. And we have no face makeup, no brows. I'm just gonna put on some mascara.
Leave it all behind. If the end is near, just know that I got you. I'm your armor when things get tough. No, I got you back. Your battle.
And in the spirit of following the tutorial step by step, I didn't say anything, but I went ahead and brushed out my lashes. So I don't have whatever that was that I was using anymore, but I do have one of these little disposable spoolies. So I'll just go ahead and attempt to brush out the lashes. I think in this kind of time period of my life, I had to brush out my lashes because I didn't know how to apply mascara, and so it would get really clumpy and sad. But, you know, good times, you live and you learn.
And there's the finished look for the eyes.
Ooh.
Okay, and now would normally be the time that you would go in with blush. And if you want to, you can use a nice bright pink color. But I feel like I already have enough like natural redness in my cheeks that I really don't need any blush.
Yeah, you do, sweetie.
So anyway, for a lip color, I'm going to go ahead and just use a nice pink color, which is this one right here.
Oh, also a palette choice.
And now I'm just going to go ahead and put that pink color on.
I'm pretty sure that was the only makeup I owned at that time. Might be why I'm not wearing face makeup in this. Oh, all right. Getting right in there.
It's actually a pretty sheer color, but I really like it.
So sheer pink. I'm trying to think what I even have that would like.
Alright guys, here's the finished look.
Okay. Won't get too ahead of ourselves, but what would I even have that would work? All right, so I don't really have lip glosses, at least one that would work, like that would be that kind of color. I'm not a big lip gloss person in general. I feel like I used to be more so than I am now. But I do have this lipstick here from CoverGirl, and it is a pretty like true pink color, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna just kind of lightly dab this so that it's not overly pigmented, because that was such a light color in the tutorial. And then to give it that more glossy look, I'm just going to use this little lip gloss from Urban Decay. It came with one of my Naked palettes, and I've probably had it for longer than I should have, but it will work for the purpose of this tutorial, just to add that glossy kind of look. Alright, so I think that is everything for this little tutorial that we're following, but we can go ahead and watch the outro just for shits and giggles, because it's just so funny watching this older version of myself, honestly. Or younger version, I guess, technically, just the old, like, OG YouTube self. This is, like, insane, guys.
Alright guys, here's the finished look. Hope that you enjoyed, and if you want to see an outfit that I went ahead and put together to go with this look, then just keep watching.
Oh, there's more.
Hey guys, this is the shirt that I picked out. It's actually kind of loose and baggy on me, but I took this sequin belt and I wrapped it around.
Oh.
And I tied it in the back with a bow.
That is a look, guys.
And I really feel like this made it kind of like casual, dressy sort of look, which would be perfect for a party around the holidays. And then for pants and shoes.
Oh, I put on some shoes. Oh, we're backing up. Wow, incredible. Oh my god, guys.
Kind of skinny jean, like cut off capris sort of thing. And they're rolled up at the bottom.
Wow.
And then I have on these very slight wedge heels. They're really mostly flats, but they work for me because I'm pretty tall. And then I have my hair just back with a headband.
Gotta have the headband.
And just kind of to the side.
Oh my god.
And then I want to show you guys my earrings. They're really cute. They're part of what inspired me to do this look. There's my little snowflake earrings.
Oh. Okay, those are actually kind of cute.
Headband now too.
Oh, yep, that was aggressive.
And yeah, that was my tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that zoom. Oh. Guys, that was a wild ride. So for you guys' enjoyment, here is the final look. It's very simple and kind of just like, not the best. But, you know, a little bit of eyeshadow happening, a little bit of lip color happening. Apparently that's all I needed, so here we are. I don't know how I even decided that that could be called a makeup tutorial because like that was like 3 eyeshadows and 1 like really sheer lip color. So honestly, not much of a tutorial to follow, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just thought it was such a fun idea to kind of walk down memory lane, look at how horribly I used to do my makeup and how even though I think, you know, I don't really have like much makeup skills to write home about, obviously I've learned a few things since I used to do this to my face. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun and, you know, cringy at the same time to look back on this and kind of look back on that chapter in my life. I definitely have come a very long way in the last 8 years. I was only a junior in high school when I filmed that video, and now I'm almost 4 years post-college grad, which is absolutely insane. And if any of you guys have been with me since the early days, I would absolutely love to hear from you and hear about that. So please leave a comment down below if so. But even if not, I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Obviously not helpful because no one is gonna do this and not wear face makeup and just no. If you want to go watch this video for yourself, I will have it linked down below. It's still on my channel. For some reason, I can't find it in myself to private too many of my old videos because I feel like, you know, it just really shows how far I've come on this channel and it's just a fun way to look back at different periods of my life. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any new videos from me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my video next week. Bye.
Turn that shit up.